Welcome back to I'm Not Gonna Lie. And if you are new here, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ashley, and today's episode is What I Stopped Entertaining. And we're getting right into it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed because this is my second time recording this. I was literally at the end and it just stopped recording. It's actually kind of fitting though for the episode. So I've been paying attention to the thoughts, habits, and emotional patterns I've been giving airtime to. The things that I let loop in my mind, the narratives, that I would keep replaying, the energy I allowed to sit with me longer than it should have. And I started asking myself, why am I still giving this space? So today I'm walking you through what I chose to stop entertaining, what that looked like in real life, and how that shift started changing the way I protect my peace, manage my energy, and also show up day to day, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm not going to lie, it's a good episode. It's a quick one. So sit back, relax, and let's continue the conversation. One of the first things I stopped entertaining was overthinking and worrying. Those endless what if moments that would, keep me awake at night. The mental loops that make small decisions feel like mountains. And I realized that worrying doesn't prepare me for the future. It simply just robs me of my present. And I compared it to like inviting a guest into your home, who never wants to leave and who's disrupting your peace and energy. No shade, but I'm pretty sure we know some people like that. When I noticed myself spiraling, I would pause. I take a moment to breathe. I love a good breathing moment. And I ask, is this thought serving me or is it just noise? Most often, it's noise. And when I recognize that, I release it, affirming I trust the unfold of my life. I'm exactly where I need to be. Over time, this practice has helped me reclaim hours, emotional energy, and mental clarity I didn't even realize that I was losing by overthinking and by worrying so much. And one of the things that's helped me along the ways, you know, as I work with my ancestors and I get these downloads and messages of like the unexpected. My worst days are already behind me. Or, I'll hear the universe wants me to be happy. My ancestors want me to be happy. And it took me a while to realize that, what? This is the validation that I need to help myself stop overthinking, to stop worrying about things that I cannot control. And when I really started believing in that and really believe in the messages that I was receiving, it has definitely helped me letting go to stop worrying and reclaim those hours and that energy that I was definitely losing. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to pour into you for a second. February is the month of love, healing, and alignment. And all month long, I am offering a special February tarot experience. This isn't just a quick pull, you guys. This is an intentional 8 card reading designed to give you clarity on your love life, your purpose, your next steps, and what energy is surrounding you right now. If you have been feeling stuck, confused, or just craving spiritual confirmation, this is for you. All February, you can book my exclusive tarot special at a discounted rate of $30. Head to the description below, click the email link, and request the February tarot reading. And let's tap into your energy together because clarity, you guys, changes everything. Another shift that I've been working around is external validation. For so long, I looked outside myself for approval, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, whether it was on social media, at work, in friendships, or even within family dynamics. I would allow myself to care so much about other people's opinions to shape how I felt about my own worth. Crazy. But the truth is, no one outside of you can define your value. Let's repeat that because you guys know I'm a huge write that down moment. So let's write this down. No one outside of you can define your value. Once I stopped entertaining the need for constant approval, a sense of freedom really just emerged that I hadn't felt before. And I began making decisions aligned with my truth, not what I thought others expected. And that's when life started to feel lighter, when my energy isn't being drained by expectations that didn't belong to me. It's like when you learn to do that, your spirit can finally breathe. Your spirit finally feels joy. Your spirit can finally just have a space of, whew, you know, like, oh my God, like our poor little spirit, just like the way that a lot of us are probably dealing with external validation and entertaining it. Like our nervous system is probably just bundled up. When you're on this journey of just self discovery and self healing, man, oh man, it's it's nothing like having a spirit that just can finally breathe. I want to talk about excess mental noise. This is everything we let fill our minds that doesn't serve us. So, whether it's scrolling through social media for hours, taking on other people's drama, obsessing over news cycles, or letting notifications dictate our emotion, mental noise clutters our intuition, clouds our creativity, and prevents us from fully inhabiting the present. I've started setting intentional boundaries, whether it's limiting my time on social media, turning off the notifications, or carving out just quiet time to just breathe and reflect. And it's truly these small acts of reclaiming mental space that created ripples of calm and clarity in my day. When I step back and I look at all three, overthinking, external validation, and mental noise, I realize they all come down to one essential principle, which is protecting your energy, stopping the patterns that drain us. And it doesn't mean that we're ignoring the world or what's around us and pretending that these challenges don't exist because they do. It just means creating sacred space for your spirit to just thrive and be in harmony. It means choosing awareness over autopilot, presence over distraction, and alignment over anxiety. And I just want to share this, side note story. I dealt with a little anxiety over the weekend. The family and I, we went to Paris for Valentine's to celebrate, and we had a beautiful day, honestly beautiful. And towards the end of the day, we had to be back at our bus, at a certain time. Transportation and the time was trickling down. Like I could feel my nervous system just like bubbling up. Okay. And I could feel the anxiety just really creeping in. And I'm someone who does deal with anxiety. I've been, I guess, diagnosed with anxiety. And what usually helps is, some medical garden flower type stuff. And I just haven't had that since moving here. And I've been doing pretty well. I'll either, if I feel myself having a little bit or creeping in, I'll take a walk, do some tarot, go to the gym, take a bath, something that's going to calm me down. And I couldn't do that, at this moment. And everything was just kind of like, the time was literally just dwindling down and I could feel myself really panicking a little bit. And I kept telling myself in my head, like, my ancestors won't allow me to be left here. Okay. Here in Paris. It's going to work out because everything works out for me. And I kept saying that from the time that, like, until I got back on that bus, I was like, everything's going to work out for me. Everything's going to work out for me. This is going to be a beautiful end to our day and our trip. And it did. So even though I had like an hour of just anxiety kind of creeping in and filling myself begin to panic, it was when I realized, hey, 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 I have alignment. I am in control of my clarity. I am in control of my harmony. And that is how we cultivate self trust. It's how we reclaim our minds. It's how we make space for joy, growth, and creativity to flourish. So I just wanted to share that real life story, because I'm not going to lie. I'm not perfect and I have challenging moments, but it's all about how I turn it around and stay in my sacred space because I love being in that sacred space more than anything. So, today I invite you guys to pause and reflect. What are you still entertaining that no longer serves you? Which worries and patterns or external pressures are taking up space in your mind, your heart, or your energy? And how can you gently release them, even just a little, to create space for clarity, peace, and alignment? If you like, try this affirmation with me. I release what no longer serves me. I honor my energy, my mind, and my spirit. I trust myself and the path I am on. Let this be your guide, you guys, whenever overthinking creeps in. Whenever you notice the pull for approval, or whenever mental noise threatens to steal your peace. Remember, this is a practice, not a one time fix. Some days will feel easier than others. Some days, old patterns will pop up, and that's okay. What matters is noticing, choosing, and reclaiming your energy over and over again. This is spiritual wellness in action. This is self healing. This is how we create a life that feels aligned, intentional, and full of possibility. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with family and friends who could benefit from reclaiming their energy and protecting their mental space. And for more spiritual wellness focused and intentional lifestyle content, you guys know you can follow me. My link tree is down below in the description. Thank you for listening, for reflecting, and for giving yourself permission to honor your spirit. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye.